All right, let's go. Welcome to the Whole Truth, Nothing But the Truth podcast, where we talk about life, love, and everything in between. I am your host, Jason Gerard, and guess what? This is our first episode, dog. Yeah, thank you. Yes, now, I know it's been a long time coming. I've been talking about this for a minute. I had started promoting this at one point on social media, and I'm like, why did I do that? Because I wasn't ready yet. But in my mind, pieces of me thought that I was ready. You know what I mean? But life began to life a little bit more, and as I began to sit down with this, I realized I wasn't ready. And so, fast forward, life began to life a little bit. I unfortunately lost my father last year, and that really took a huge toll on me on so many levels that we'll have to dig into. But it caused a great delay as well. But I've learned a lot of things during this time, and I'm ready to share, and I'm ready to learn from you guys and have great conversations about life, love, and everything in between. Now, let's talk about again why I started this podcast. Now, I am in my 40s. I'm actually 40s. I'm in my 40s. And I've seen a lot of different chapters of life. And I won't say unfortunately or anything like that. I've just experienced life. I've seen some life in my 20s, some in my 30s, and Lord, look at my 40s. And one thing, the greatest thing that I've learned through all of it is that I'm not alone in it. It's not just me that has gone through things. We mask it well, we carry it, we do what we need to do to get by. But when we come home and close the door, when I come home and turn the key, there's nobody there. Okay, sorry. I just shout out to Whitney Houston. Um, but we all deal with it. We all deal with life's issues and life's stresses and traumas and trying to figure out what's next and trying to figure out if I did it right, am I doing it wrong? And I wanted a place where we could talk about all of that in a judgment-free zone, a judgment-free arena of space. Now, I've also had some career ups and downs where I've tried to find my footing in corporate America. I've tried to find my footing in different spaces in America, but I've, for the most part, have found decent footing in corporate America. And the ups and downs of that can be very trying, because I like where I live. I like what I drive. I like what I wear. Y'all like my shirt? I like blue. I don't know. I'm just saying white and blue is real cute on me. Um, I like the life that I've created for myself, and so the struggles of wanting to tell people, "Hey, fuck you, I don't need this." My man has two jobs. My man doesn't have two jobs. I don't have one actually, but um, um, but you can't. Life's responsibilities and obligations really, kind of lock you into some of the things that we signed up for that we wouldn't necessarily love to do every day. But I want to talk about that. I want to talk about some of my wins in life that I've experienced. There's some great wins. I want to talk about some of my lessons that I've learned that have unfortunately left me with some very quiet struggles in my life that I am now going to bring spotlight to and talk about because I know that I'm not the only one and you're not the only one. And so it's high time that we come into a space with our bad selves and talk about life on a real level. You know what I mean? That's what I want to talk about. Me being a black man out here in America, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out my power, where I belong, where I don't belong. One of the things I miss from my father is having the affirming father figure of who you are. I didn't grow up with that. I have an amazing grandfather who took care of me like I was his own. And to this day, he's like my father. He has done more for me than my father ever did, and So for that, I have nothing but respect and admiration for him. So I don't want to I don't want to misconstrue my experiences, but it's something about your father affirming you that means the world of difference. Looking in his eyes and seeing your eyes, and I don't know. We'll dig into that, but excuse me. So I've just outgrown hiding it. I've outgrown the the quiet, the poker face. I've outgrown it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is that life happens to everybody, and we're so protective of the things that we've gone through, and we don't want to get hurt any longer, that we don't build community, we don't build tribe. And I want to do that. I want to build a space of community, and not just for bad things, for good things. I want to be able to celebrate around people who celebrate me, not just tolerate me. There's a saying. I want to be around people who celebrate me, not tolerate me, and that's where I want to be. That's where I want to reside. Where the money reside, where the money reside. With that too, I want to be where the money reside too. I'm talking about multiple streams of income. And is anybody working on multiple streams of income right now? Because I am. It's time. It's high time for multiple streams. I said multiple, not two. Multiple, multiple. So, I've just outgrown pretending everything is fine. And I just want to have real conversations about real life experiences. I don't want to just talk about Instagram or what's going on Twitter, or the latest Nicki Minaj beef or anything like that. I am a barb. Let me just pause for the calls. I am a barb. Don't 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 play with it. Don't come over here with it. Don't start with me. Nikki is the GOAT. We know that. So don't even. We'll dig into that later. But I just had to throw that out. So you're gonna be coming to throw nothing in here that don't belong. Don't yeah, don't play. Don't. I'm just saying. Yeah. Now Anyway, let me get back on topic. Um, but the world is very, very loud, and it's not always honest. And I just want to be in a place where we can just take off the mask and just be honest and say, hey, look, I have one of these, and someone else says, hey, look, I have one too, or whatever the case may be. I just want to build a space of comfort, a space that's welcoming with positive energy, where we talk about the good, bad, everything in between. We gonna laugh, cuss, fuss, get to it, whatever we need to. But in the end, it's all love. You know what I mean? I needed a place to speak freely. I needed a place to speak freely. I have grown tired of the facade. I know how to put it on and act like everything's okay, be the baddest in the room. You know what I'm saying? I walks through now. Yeah, yeah. I've been at home for a little while, but I know how to walk through. I'm just saying now. But I wanted a place to speak freely. I'm tired of the facades. I'm tired of the fake and the phony and everything that's just not real. You know what I mean? I wanted a place where I could breathe. I wanted a place where I could let my hair down, take the mask off, and just, whew, I'm tired, y'all. And you can tell me, whew, I'm tired too. Now let's talk about it. And it ain't always got to be I'm tired. It could be I had a great day. Let me tell you about this great experience I had. I just want a space where there's no judgment, regardless of anything. I want a judgment free zone. You know what I'm saying? There's no fillers here. There is no mask and fake and phoniness. There are no PR. There is no PR here. You know what I mean? I work in a space in corporate America where I have to sit up straight and lead meetings every day and make sure this and make sure that and da 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 ding and da 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 that. But this is not the space for that. This is where we're gonna let it all hang out and talk that shit or not talk that shit, whatever the case may be. That's what we own in here. Now, what you can expect from me Let's just keep this thing going. Now, what you can expect from me? What can you expect from this show? Because you talking all this rah rah Jay. I know you saying this and you saying that, but what can we expect? You can expect honest solo episodes with me talking about my life and the things that I have gone through and the wisdom that I have learned along the way, to share with you guys and motivate you guys to continue on your course, to stay the course, no matter what's happening in your life. It gets tough. Oh, it gets hard out here for a pimp. I don't know why I'm referencing all these old ass songs, but I guess I'm kind of showing my age. I'm 43. Damn it. I'm 43. I think I look good for 43. What do you think? I think the face is, I can pull. I mean, I'm very single, but they do be looking though. They be looking. They don't walk up to me or nothing though, but they be looking. I don't know why they don't. I be hearing that I don't look like who I am, or I don't present well or something. I don't know. We gonna get into all of that as well, but I don't know. Sometimes they be sleeping on your boy. What I got to do out here. I'm just saying. That's a story for another time. He's single. There's no rings. None. I don't have a charm bracelet, a necklace, a password, what I don't know what y'all be giving out to people these days to let them know you like them, but they ain't gave it to me. So I done got blocked a couple times. They shouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had to do that if they hadn't have done that. I'm just saying. I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Now we're gonna talk about mental health. Now I've been a very strong advocate of mental health for quite some time. I've dealt with depression, unfortunately, majority of my life. I've struggled with depression, and self-esteem issues and anxiety, and thoughts, spirits of feelings of inferiority. I've dealt with all of those things within my lifespan, and unfortunately, early on as a child, I started dealing with depression, and so I don't really know life without it. Um, I know how to manage it, you know what I mean, and get through it. But I want to talk about that with others and how you get through it and how you manage your day to day. I want to talk about sex. I want to talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about. I still keep referencing these old ass songs. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just aging myself with all of this commentary, but it is what it is. I'm 43. Some of this new stuff I like it. Don't get it twisted because my workout playlist is filthy. And that's the way I like it. No, I'm kidding, but no, I'm actually not kidding. But yeah, but we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about sex and intimacy. Especially at this big age, intimacy is something that really becomes a stronger desire over time. At least for me, the four walls of my house are quite quiet. And I don't know what pillow talk is. I talk to the Lord at night. You know what I'm saying? So the different spaces of intimacy that I would really like to explore for myself and experience at this big age. But this is a situation culture shift that I'm starting to realize. I don't get out too much, but when I do, I seem to run into a situationship. So I don't know. We're gonna talk about that. We definitely gonna talk about it. But I want to talk about friendships at this big age, over 40. Who's still riding with you over 40? Do you still have friends from like junior high, high school, or did you say fuck them friends? I've evolved and moved on to bigger and better things. Are you team no new friends? Where are you in your friend space right now? I know for me, I have a couple of friends that I can call lifelong friends. Just maybe one or two, maybe one or two that I can speak back that far about. Unfortunately, I've had some friendship breakups within the last couple years that were quite hurtful. I'll be honest. I'm a G. My last name is Greggs. I'm definitely a G, but I'll be honest. They were very trying for me. The experiences were very unexpected. But one thing about it, one monkey don't stop no show. So you have to keep the thing going, and wish people well on their journey, and pray that they receive everything in life that they deserve. Amen. Amen. I want to talk about masculinity. I want to talk about me growing up as a black man, as a black boy in life, and being policed as a child on what a boy should do and what a boy should not do, and calling, things that they're not, for a child. And I feel like for me growing up, I dealt with it a lot. Little boys don't do this. Little boys don't do that. Why you like this? Why you like that? I dealt with that growing up, and I'll be honest and say some of that has carried over into my adulthood and still navigating through some of that where I have to affirm who I am and who I am not, and learning it's not based on this, it's not based on that. My masculinity is not based on certain things, certain criterias that people try to put upon me. So learning that is something that's been very, very important to me in my life, And of course, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be talking about careers, healing, we'll be talking about love and looking for love and having love and keeping love and looking for love in all the wrong places, which is something that I can personally attest to. Looking for love in all the wrong places will definitely keep you in the wrong places. And it took a very long time for me to realize that, or to see that, or to maybe own that, or maybe accept it. But the lessons I've learned from it and the quiet struggles that have come from that have been very life changing. So I definitely want to spend time talking about those things. Now, I don't get me wrong, all the serious conversations and so forth, we're gonna have some laughs. I want to have some good kikis on this show. I love a good laugh. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm a little goofy, a little goofy. I don't know if that's the words you use at 43. I don't know if I want to say I'm goofy at 43, but I have a great sense of humor. Have a great sense of humor at 43. And so I definitely want to spend some time having some good laughs, some good ha 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 moments, some embarrassing moments. I just want to talk and get it all out and have those types of conversations. You know what I'm saying? No politics here. We already know who's in office. We see it on the news every day. I don't want to talk about it here. It's enough stresses that we deal with. When we come in here, let's talk about us. Let's leave that outside. I want us to leave out of here better than when we came. And so let's not even put that on the table. Now I'm going to have experts come and speak with us, licensed professionals come and talk to us and give us professional advice, give us licensed advice. I definitely want to use this platform to promote education on topics that we need to learn more about. So there definitely will be professionals here to speak on certain topics. And not only that, we're going to have panel discussions here. I'm really looking forward to those. The panel discussions with some of my friends and some of my family, where we can just let loose, bring you into my circle, where we have real conversations about real things. And guess what? It's no judgment. It's no, oh girl, wait a minute. Oh, what y'all, I ain't never did that before. Oh, well, not me, girl. It's none of that. It's just real conversations, and that's what I want this to be about. I want this to be about real conversations with real people. No interviews, just conversations. That's what this is supposed to be about. I'm not doing this for likes. I'm not doing it for likes. Cause y'all don't like my shit. I mean, some of y'all be liking my stuff. The three people who be liking my stuff, do y'all want something from the gas station? Cause y'all about the only ones. So this is not for likes. This is for freedom. This is liberating. This is to liberate us. This is to free us from the shackles of trying to gatekeep everything that we go through, good, bad, and indifferent, because we feel like we don't have a space to talk about these things with anybody. You know what I mean? This isn't the place for that. This is the space to be free and to liberate yourself. So I'm looking forward to what's coming next. I'm looking forward to having great conversations. I'm looking forward to having great laughs. I'm looking forward to having great cries. I'm looking forward to having serious conversations. I'm looking to go the fuck off if I need to. I'm just saying, because don't play with me. And I'm looking to be checked too if I need to be, because maybe I shouldn't be playing with you. I'm just saying, you know. But it's gonna be a good space where we have good conversations, tough conversations, but we're gonna lead and leave with love every time. You know what I mean? That's what this is about. And so I'm excited for this journey that I am going on, that you're going on with me. I'm more excited about the experience that we're gonna have together, you know? So with that being said, I think we have reached the end of episode 1, guys. Yes, yes. This is happening, baby. We here. Go on and hit that one more time for him. We here. Go on and hit. Go. Thank you. Yes. Now listen. Now, if this resonates with you, and you want to follow along and go on this journey with me, great. I would love to have you. And if this doesn't resonate with you, that's cool too. Because the gag is, I'm still going to speak the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Until next time, bye.